They're a very good basketball team. We knew coming in, very well coached, obviously two-time Ivy League champs. They came in here today, and I thought they played like a veteran team. They were poised all the way through, and obviously we knew coming in, very good shooting team, and they proved that tonight. Unfortunately, we weren't able to survive some of the runs they went on and come out with the victory. But we'll look at what we need to do to get better going forward, and we'll move on.
Questions for either Anthony or Michael?
Michael, talk a little bit about their inside presence and battling down.
Number one, he was huge, 7'1", I believe. But 33, he was strong. They had good interior inside. I felt that our postmen, we fought hard, even though we was on the sides. But I felt that we fought hard.
Anthony, what were they doing so effectively to get wide open looks? How were they screening you guys?
They ran their offense to perfection, and they just were screening, and they was getting open looks. We was guarding it the best way we could, but they ran our offense and just got open looks.
Anything else for either of the players?
Second half, they made 6 3-pointers. Did you give any thought at all to going maybe to a zone there?
Well, with them shooting the ball the way they were, I didn't think that a zone would help us. When you got three-point shooters like Whitman and some of the other guys on their team, and where they shoot it from, I felt like we needed to make sure that we were matched up. They were able to get some looks. I think they made 3 in a row to start the second half and take it from a 6-point game to a 15-point game. And it was a difference in the game in the second half. Obviously, hindsight's 20/20. You can always look back and say, well, what if? But we felt like the best way for us to have a chance to win the game was to do what we do, and that's what we tried to do today. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get the win.
Coach, we say do what we do. What is it that you would like to see your team do to say play to this will in the game?
Well, I think, like I said earlier, the three-point line is critical. We've got to be able to guard the three-point line better. We put a huge emphasis before the game of understanding who their shooters were and what they were capable of doing. Whitman's a great player. He was able to go 5 for 8 from the three-point line. Reeves, number 15, obviously Dale went 2 for 4 from the three-point line. They got some open looks. They made some contested shots. We weren't able to defend the way we need to defend. Okay, when I say do what we do, we want to pride ourselves on being a very good defensive team. I thought it was a tale of two halves. In the first half, they were able to get some easy looks early, but then our defense was solid, and we limited to them. I think what they have in the first half, 26 points. Obviously, in the second half, when you look at the percentage they shot from the field, the fact that down the stretch, when the game was on the line, they converted, I think, 6 out of 8 possessions, 6 out of 7 possessions, and maybe the one they didn't convert, they got a rebound back on. So it comes down to being able to defend and rebound and get stops at the end of the game. If we defend and rebound like we're capable of, I think we win the game. But give Cornell credit. They're an extremely talented offensive team, very, very talented offensive team, and they cause problems for you in terms of extending your defense. Obviously, I thought the press hurt them late, but it hurt us early with them being able to get some conversions early. You make a mistake, they make you pay. They make you pay for it every single time, and that's something that we tried to preach with our 2 exhibition games, that even though we were able to win those games, there were a lot of mistakes that were being made, that we were giving up open looks, and that we would face teams that we could not afford to make the mistakes that we made. This was that team today.
But Grant, the turnovers were actually down today to 13 from your team. Is that something you at least saw as a positive?
Yeah, we cut our turnovers. I thought we had some very untimely turnovers when we had opportunities. We didn't do a very good job today of converting easy opportunities in terms of the layups and things like that we had. So, but that's a part of the game. You're going to 13 turnovers with the way that we want to play. This was more of a half-court game today, but the way we want to play, 13 turnovers, I can't say I'm happy with them. I think some of them were enforced, but I don't think that was the difference in the game. We've got to do a better job defensively.
And how they were able to shoot the ball from the perimeter, would you have liked to double team the 7-foot more?
Couldn't double team him more. He's a great passer. That's something that, the reason why he got those one-on-one opportunities because he's such a good passer that if you go get him, if you remember the first 3 they got in the first half, we actually went down and we tried to dig and double on him, and he threw it right back out, and they knocked down their first of 3 threes in a row. So, with the three-point shooters they have and a 7-foot presence like that, as skilled as he is inside, offensively, as a coach, you love to have that. You love to have guys on the perimeter that can stretch the defense like that and a guy inside that can get you buckets and make plays for you.
Coach, you were talking about a lot of how you wanted to press the floor this season to try and implement your defensive pressing. You talked about you got 17 points off turnovers tonight. Does that help? Does that help in terms of the team kind of getting your system?
I hope so. I think it's for us all year. It's going to be a learning process. I think, what I will stress to our guys continually is we need to get better as a basketball team. I think there were things today, even though we didn't win the game, that we can learn from and get better. One of them was the effectiveness of the style of play when we play with the energy and passion that we need to play with. I thought we did some good things in the press. I thought we were able to create the tempo that we wanted. So we'll try to grow from this. We'll get prepared for the next one, and hopefully continue to figure out who we are as a basketball team.
Last question here for Coach.
Brock shot the ball well tonight. Talk about how he kept you in the game.
Well, I thought offensively our team did a very good job of moving the basketball, sharing the basketball, and playing unselfishly, making the extra pass. So I think when it comes down to it, we have guys, if we do that as a basketball team, if we play as a group, we have guys that are capable of having good offensive nights. I thought, tonight, obviously, you look at Anthony's numbers, he was 3 for 4 from the three-point line, shot the ball well, but I thought he was the recipient of other guys making unselfish plays. And what I'd like to see for our basketball team is that on different nights, based on what the defense is giving us, different guys will have the opportunity to step up and make plays.